Hello guys, let's do a quick one today. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between abortion and miscarriage. A lot of people are confused about this. So I'm here to help you understand this better. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and turn on the bell notification. And to my returning guys, thank you for coming. So let's dive into today's video. The standard definition of abortion is the termination of pregnancy before the age of viability. Age of viability means the age at which the fetus, when delivered, can be able to be alive. So if it's earlier than that, there's no way the fetus is going to survive. And age of viability is relative to different countries. For Nigeria, it's around 28 weeks. But the WHO's definition of abortion is termination of pregnancy before 20 weeks. But do you know that actually abortion and miscarriage are used interchangeably? Many people think that abortion is the illegal one and miscarriage is the legal one. However, most health practitioners use them interchangeably. It's just that unfortunately the word abortion has a lot of stigma attached to it, and miscarriage seems milder. However, I'm telling you that it's the same thing. Shocked, right? Most medical practitioners will tell you that it's the same thing, even the obstetricians and the gynecologists. So while I say abortion, just know that it's the same thing as miscarriage too. So there are classifications, and when I finish classifying them, it will make sense to you. Broadly, it could be classified as spontaneous or induced. Spontaneous means it happens on its own. The product of conception at whatever stage it is comes out without any trigger. A pregnant woman notices she starts bleeding and there are some cervical changes. The cervix is like the opening from the uterus, the main body of the uterus, into the vaginal canal. So there are some cervical changes and it starts opening gradually till everything comes out. Whereas the induced is something is being done to cause the cervix to open and the product of conception is being expelled. So it could be as a result of taking drugs or the result of using physical instruments to cause that to happen. It could be early or late. WHO define late abortion as anything starting after 12 weeks. So if it occurs after 12 weeks of pregnancy, it's termed as late. And if it starts earlier than that, it's early. And we also define abortion based on the nature of it. It could be medical or non-medical. In countries that is still illegal, the non-medical can be called criminal abortion. That's it. So the medical one is being done for the sake of the health of the mother, most importantly, or the baby. So in some cases whereby there's a non-viable fetus in the womb, or sustaining the pregnancy is going to lead to the loss of the life of the mother and or the baby, it's better. The mother's life is always more important to the doctors than that of the baby. So the mother will be saved because so far as she's alive, she can still take in. Whereas if she's gone, that's all. And as we've said, it happens at the stage where the fetus is not viable yet. So that means preserving the fetus is still likely not to lead to you still having or saving the life of the fetus. So most times the call is being made to save the life of the mother, and there are established reasons for that. As medical doctors, we always have indications for whatever medical intervention we have. So there will be clear reasons which will be explained to the mother and other people involved before this is being undertaken. However, for the non-medical ones, these are the ones that usually have the stigma attached to it. A lot of the people that conceive wouldn't want to carry the pregnancy for whatever reason. There's no medical ground for that. So most times it has to do with socioeconomic reasons, and they decide to terminate it. So there's no health worker working in a standard hospital that will perform that procedure for you. He or she would be investigated and will likely lose his license. And it's a criminal case too, so the person could likely go to jail too for that. So this is where the confusion comes in, when it's medical or non-medical, but I hope this is being cleared. Then another thing is that it could be a threatened abortion. A threatened abortion means that they're spotting and they're already beginning to see some signs of cervical changes. But many times with prompt actions, this can be salvaged. There is the inevitable abortion. It means the cervix is already open and there's nothing you can do to reverse that. So most times when it's inevitable, as the name implies, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So many would allow it progress on its own. Some others would want to intervene to make it progress faster and save the woman from the stress. Why carry pregnancy that you eventually lose? Then it could also be incomplete. That means some products of conception have come out, but in the course of examination, there are still some products of conception that are retained in the uterus. And when this happens, the retained products have to be evacuated, or else the woman bleeds, and this could lead to serious consequences. Then the next is the complete abortion, which everything comes out on its own. Usually there's nothing left outside it. There's another term called the missed abortion. The missed abortion is a woman just discovers that the fetus dies in the womb. That's the fetus before the age of viability dies in the womb. After serious check, it's been confirmed that the product of conception is non-viable, there's no cardiac activity, and it has to be removed. It's still retained in the uterus, and this is different from intrauterine fetal death. Intrauterine fetal death happens after the age of viability, whereas abortion happens before the age of viability. So IUFD is after 20 weeks of gestation, and then missed abortion is before 20 weeks of gestation. So that's the brief recap of this. I hope you learned something from it. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, and if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you, and I'm going to see you in my next video.